This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2024 Riverstone Legacy fifth wheel toy hauler, model number 4513 DST. Okay, so I'm just going to go over some of the features and how they work. This is not a floor plan video, it's more of a how-to video. So when you pick up, we'll go over raising and lowering the deck, and a lot of the stuff we'll go over and show you. I'm just going to go over some of the controls and different parts of it. Okay, you have two power awnings with LED strips, outside speakers. You have two digital doors with a passcode. What's the word I'm looking for? The standard or the factory code is on your paperwork. We'll show it to you, and then you can make up your own code after you do that. We have pull-out railings. That's a vent for the range hood up there. There's a baffle in it. If you can see on the outside, there's two little thumb holes. So if you're going to be venting to the outside, you want to get up on a ladder and pop the baffle in it free so it flaps freely, and that way you can vent to the outside with it. When you're in storage or traveling, you can just snap it shut. All right. You got triple axles, of course. You have a leveling system, a 6-point leveling system, outside TV. As with the leveling system and the generator and some different components of the trailer itself, there'll be two different ways to do things. You have a touch panel inside. Then often you'll have a analog panel, which I'll show you that for the leveling system, and then of course for the generator. Okay, so these are stairs that go on your back deck. That's your dump hose there. Pass-through basement storage. You have two 40-pound LP tanks, which are both full, and you got an automatic changeover regulator. Okay, up front here you have your generator. Now the generator can be operated from the touch panel inside, which we're going to do, but you can also operate it from right here. You're going to push stop to prime it until the light comes on, and then you're all set to push start. We'll show you that. Battery compartment here. Okay, so this is your well, first of all, this is the outside, even though it's in the compartment, the outside controller for the leveling system. There's really only two commands you're going to really use. One of them is auto level. So let's say you pulled your trailer or your tow vehicle out from underneath the front of the trailer. Well, when you push auto level, the system will remember the position it was in right before you auto level. So therefore, if you go to auto hitch height by pushing one arrow down, if you go to auto hitch height, then it'll put it right back into that same position. So you should be able to slide right underneath it. So if you push retract all, for example, it'll nosedive the trailer. It won't hurt anything, but it'll squish anything underneath the front overhang. But you can also control these separately, all the jacks separate from each other. But the two commons are auto level and auto hitch. Okay, and you also have directions here, and I'll show you where this operates from the inside too. When it comes to your water, you have a water filter, comes with the filter and a wrench. You have a kill switch for your battery right there to shut your battery off. Of course, a spray port here, and there's your sprayer. Let me get this out of the way here. Your two gray tanks and a black tank. You have, when it comes to the four valves here, basically you have 5 different drawings here. The one in the center is the city water drawing, which is the most common. So you can see this one, if you look at the position of the 4 valves, this is in city water mode. So you hook your hose right up to here, turn it on, and everything's going to work. All your plumbing works. Now if you're camping someplace without city water, you're dry camping, you can put them in this position here to fill your tank. You still put the hose on here, you'll fill the tank, and then when you get to the campground, you'll put it in a dry camping mode, and your onboard water pump will pump the water. All the plumbing will work as though you have city water hookup that you'll be pumping from the tank. And then of course winterize and sanitize, all that stuff. This black one here is a black tank flush. So after you dump your tanks, you dump the black tank, you leave the valve open, hook the hose at the dump station on here, turn it on, and it'll spray out the tank. Just make sure you leave the valve open so too much pressure doesn't build up, all right? So that's your water. This is your Truma on-demand hot water. So the top power on, this one here, this is just a kind of an eco setting. It just keeps it around 40, mid 40 degrees, something like that. But if you want it to go full heat, like you're taking showers, whatever, you put it in the on position at the bottom one, which is full power, and that's how you'll run it. The switches to control it are inside, so I'll talk to you about that when we get inside, okay? And I'll just close this back up because I don't want it to get damaged. The wind has been kicking up every now and then. Okay. So, okay, that's just your vent for your furnace. Of course, you have your leveling system has 6 jacks. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Another slide topper on this slide out here. You have your. This one is this tank is for your generator, gasoline for your generator. This one is gasoline for your pump station. So you have it right here. Okay, and there's your controller here for it. You pull the cord out, but there's a switch, a lever switch, and or a rocker switch, and you retract it with the motor. So you pull it out and retract it with the motor. All right. So let's go around. We'll go over everything with you when you pick up. Everything any questions you have, anything you need to know, we'll go over it with you. You can have all the time you need. Okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful trailer, obviously. Okay, so what do we got running here? Give me 1 second here. Two-speed fan. Why he had that running, I don't know, but he did. Okay, so we'll start here in this room. Well, actually, we'll start at the control panel. So, you can see your freshwater tank is just about full. We do that so you can run the different the pump and look at how the plumbing works, that sort of thing. So your water pump is here. That's on. You turn it on to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. You also use it to winterize the trailer. These are tank heaters. They're heating pads on all the tanks, so it extends your camping season. You can go out, stay out later in the winter and go out earlier in the spring. And then you have your tank levels, okay? So we'll go back to the main one. Now this is to turn your furnace on or off. If you want to go into more detail, you go to this one here. See, it's on heat furnace, and on and off, set at 75 degrees. So it works like any other thermostat. You could choose whatever you want. You can choose air conditioning or just fan, which is basically the air conditioner running without the compressor, that sort of thing. So here, your leveling system that we talked about, auto level. Retract all again will nosedive it, so you wanna just go to the previous hitch height if at all possible. Lights here, okay. Temperature sensors, your propane is full, and let's see what else we have here. Your battery and your fuel, okay. Let's get back to here, I think. Here are your slides. So you have 4 slide outs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Retract and extend, and then your 2 awnings, or 3 awnings, I'm sorry. 1, 2, and 3. You operate that from there. So it's all done from here, obviously. You can learn the panel as you go, but it's all basically, it works like they all do. It's just common sense. So, Now this has a power inverter. Obviously, the power inverter runs your refrigerator, right? You can turn it on and off here just by doing this. Inversion is starting with taking 12 volts DC out of your battery and inverting it to 110 AC. So you're turning DC into AC power, right? That's inversion. Now conversion is just the opposite. You have your converter here, and it goes from AC to DC power. So you start off with regular circuit breakers, 110 AC like you'd have at home, and they're all labeled, right? Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled. So this is also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery needs, and it'll, as long as you're plugged into shore power, it will send enough amps to charge your battery. So that's the converter. So you have this inverts and converts power. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green like it is. If not, get it serviced. It's obviously very important. Your seating has a massager. It has a heater and a light. So it's the shake and bake model, as they say. These are the same. Okay. You also have panels to control lights all over the trailer. There's one at the door, but you can just turn on the master switch on your control panel and everything will light up. Okay. Your TV. Let me look back here and see what we got here. Okay, so you have your TV and your sound bar here, which has Bluetooth and all the stuff that you would typically have these days. This one is your outside TV, this remote. This one is your Jensen. Let's see here. This would be the soundbar, I believe. I'm confused here. I didn't set this part up, so let me see where he's got the. These are touch-up paints here. This is your water filter, and that's the wrench for it. They plug into your seats here if you want to use it like a snack tray. Okay. Whoops. And this is your monitor for your camera system. We'll show you how that works when you pick up. This is a monitor for your tires. It has to be programmed, but it'll tell you the temperature of your hubs. It'll tell you the pressure in each one of your tires, so it's kind of cool. Okay. You have a dishwasher here, which works like all dishwashers. This remote is for your fireplace. It still seems like I'm missing one here, but I'm not positive yet. But you have your fireplace right there. You can see that you can set the intensity of the fire. You can go up and down with your thermostat. It also has a timer on it. So right now it's really kicking out the heat. It's a good space heater. Okay. Alrighty. In those days where you don't quite need to run your propane furnace, this will really take the chill out. So the refrigerator, it's a regular Samsung refrigerator. Like I said, the inverter runs this refrigerator. When you're plugged into shore power, that runs it obviously, but when you're going down the road, it's run by the inverter. You unscrew this to free up the doors in the drawer. Otherwise, when you're traveling, you always want this screwed in, because if you don't, they will get damaged. They'll get dented and that sort of thing. Okay. These are all your literature for it. This basket obviously goes in the dishwasher. Your keys, you got a lot of keys. 2 sets here, and then this one. Let me make sure I'm right here. This one says RV lock. This one here is for your generator. It's a remote control for your generator. Okay, which is neat to have. When it comes to your microwave, it works like any other microwave. It's a convection. When it comes to, I don't know if he's got the gas turned on here or not, so we'll just have to see what happens here. You got 4 knobs for 4 burners, and one of them's for the oven. So let's just do it this way. There we go. So you just turn it to light and then depress it and hold it till it lights. That's all you do. It has to be depressed, obviously, and you have to hold it while the thermocouple heats up for a few seconds too. So, okay. You have a travel lock here. Up here, you can feel it. Unlatch it, and then you have your top secret compartment back here. This is a subwoofer here for your system. This is your vacuum cleaner, right? When it comes to this green light, it should always be on. That tells you your digital antenna is on. And then you got all kinds of more storage back here. These lights, you can set them for motion detected lights, so as soon as you open it up, it'll turn on, that sort of thing, and shut off after you close it. So remember, you want to latch it, and you do that under here. You'll have to, I can't show you with the camera, you'll have to stick your hand under there and see what I'm talking about. Also, there's a switch here. Let's see, let's retract it. So this gives you a pass through to the garage area. So that's kind of neat. I don't think I've seen that before. Okay. So let me look around here. Also, you have a fan, and that's controlled by remote. It's got the lid and everything is remote controlled, and that is going to be, let's see where that is at. I can't. Exterior. Well, heck. Oh, right here. This is it right here. So this is where you control that. These are sensors for the HVAC system. You see them, in the bedroom and in the garage, that sort of thing. Okay. I think we've got it. So the garage itself, we'll go over the bunks with you when you pick up. But you see, you got a lot of room to pull whatever you couple motorbikes in, or a four-wheeler, whatever you have. These seem to be lawn chairs or folding chairs. And you have your stools strapped down right now. You have a table that folds up and locks into place. Another radio here. That same controller for the lights. This is your bed lift switch that moves it up and down. We'll talk to you about that, show you how it works. So, very nice TV set. Speakers. Very nice. Okay. So, I only got a half hour to get this done before it starts a new file, so I gotta pick up the pace here. Like I said, we'll give you all the time you need. Always remember that when you're traveling, these sliding doors are locked right here. If you let them slide, they will break eventually. It's just a matter of time. But if you keep them latched, they will not. This is your Thru control for your on-demand water. We can talk to you more about that, but basically you're just going to turn it on, and it's going to give you, as long as there's a water source, either the city water hookup or you have water in your tank and the water pump is on. As long as you have that, you just turn it on and it'll start kicking out the hot water. Somebody hook it up to me? Yeah, that's odd. I'm inside here. Okay. So the sink and shower are pretty self-explanatory. Same type of fan with a lid on it, and that controls from here. Another TV. You have supplemental heat here. Now these doors are the same. You always want them latched. You latch them like this when you're traveling. You always want them latched or they'll get damaged. But behind this one you have your washer dryer stackable. Make sure you turn the valve on when you're going to use it. And I believe there's maybe a router in here. Let's look. Yeah, there's your solar controller for your solar panel. I'll just tell you basically what's happening here. You have wait for the next one to come around here. Light it up. 12.5 volts DC in the system, and you're gaining 4.5 amps from the sun. I'll show you that again when it comes around. 82 Fahrenheit of the system. So this is DC, 12.4 volts DC right now, which is great. As it comes around again, the second reading will be the amp gain from the sun, which is 4.7 amps being stored in your batteries right now. And so it tells you all that. Those are the two most important numbers that you want from this. It's right there. Okay. if this ever flashes and says FUL on it, it's not broke. It's telling you that there's no room for the for any more electricity, any more amps to be stored in the battery. So it just shuts the panel down. As soon as your power level drops in the battery, then it'll turn right back on. So keep that in mind. And this is your router. I can't believe this guy's hooked up to me and it's starting to move me while I'm doing the video. It's amazing. I'm amazed. Put the doors up. The slide outs are still out. Okay, well, I'll just hang on. No worse than sailing on a boat. Okay. So the rest is just storage. Whoops, you have your emergency window here. It works like they all do. You just push it out, grab a hold of the tab, and pull the screen out, and you're all set. Okay. So let me see if I can show you anything else here. So you want to inspect your roof every 60 to 90 days, according to the manufacturer. You always want to have somebody go up there and take a look around to make sure there's no damage done to the roof by low branches or by road debris or anything like that. Check the seal to make sure it's good and tight, where no water can get through. Okay, so make sure you keep that in mind. So thanks for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Like I said, we'll go over it with you when you get here, and you'll be able to keep this video to refer back to. Hopefully it's taught you something that you don't already know. So, okay? Thank you very much.